someone down, you always have this 2-on-1 situation which you don't want to be in because it's not going to work out for yourself. If they don't get the burst, they might run out of dodges or just get bursted down by conditions of the engineer and the necro. So it's really just about how good is the coordination of those thieves, or the dodges of the enemy team, of course.
All right, guys, this game is starting. It's going to be Nonstop nonsense for the red team. It's going to be meta meta for the blue team. These teams currently duking it out to move on into the finals. Looking for their opportunity to go to PAX Prime in Seattle, Washington, and play for their share of a $10,000 prize pool. Best of luck to all these teams today. There's still a little bit of a long road ahead of them. Got a couple more games for you guys today. Again, they're moving out here. Let's take a look at the split step.
We see, of course, Nonstop Nonsense crossing again, as well as meta actually doing another stealth right there with this Shadow Refuge. We saw the marks going down for them, so they just checked, is someone going there, but it doesn't seem like it. They still have a couple of seconds of stealth left, using the Basilisk when Conrad will be in a lot of trouble right there once he's get jumped on, but a really nice dodges at first. Question is, can he survive a little bit longer till his teammates arrive, which are rushing back from mid. Guts and Hockey almost there, but he's dropping very low. Used all of his skills already now, getting the spirit out, but he survived that initial burst. Impressive play. Azani actually going down to the burst of the enemy team, jumping in. So Nonstop Nonsense got that fight, as it seems the res just goes off on Azani. Very impressive play.
Oh, Azani actually going back down again. Morwana not really a good spot to get the res off here this time. Hawk coming in for the stomp. You're not going to land it first time. Azani's going to teleport away. He's getting cleaved down, though. A lot of damage going on to him right now. Looks like Nonstop Nonsense is actually going to be able to keep this point here. They do have one more player for MIM kind of up on the rafters there, trying to help out Morwana from range. We do have Epley coming in to help out, though, so it's going to be a little bit of a 2v3 here in Nonstop Nonsense's favor. Morwana goes down. Epley coming in for the stomp. Looks like the Shadow Refuge does go down. He's actually going to get rezzed up here.
Looked very strong. Actually, Nonstop Nonsense got the keep, killed Moa up there, so they have a 1-to-1 capture situation right now, but they look a little bit stronger, probably with a slight edge on their point. Actually, Moa just joined the fight again from the ledge on top, dealing a lot of conditions as we see right now, but he's getting chased down pretty hard by the engineer and the rangers, so he needs to be very careful.
Yeah, a lot of damage going out to both teams right now from conditions. We do see Moa going down on point. Moa trying to get res. He actually was able to get the res up just in time from his teammates. Guts getting kind of low. Adira low as well over here on mid, it looks like. He just popped in a Death Shroud trying to, yeah, looks like he's going to be able to scare that player away from mid. Heading back over here to Moa again. Looks like he does get taken down. Stop coming out. Does get taken out here. Conrad, yeah, it looks like they're pretty good, nice coordination over here. Looks like, I mean, it's been kind of even so far.
Yeah, Nonstop Nonsense doing a good job just defending their point. We see Ultima going down. Morwana hasn't much life either, but now if we focus our attention to middle, we see both these jumping onto the Necro, who just jumped into Playcom. He got out of there, was down immediately, so if they stomp him fairly quickly, they should be able to probably get that point. Hockey actually jumping on that point, throwing down his LXCR, probably getting the rest off. He does! So now they both thieves are in trouble due to the conditions, which may hit them a lot of times. After actually joining that fight too, very well played by Nonstop Nonsense, getting that res off.
Yeah, it looks like Azani gets taken out here. Guts is going to go in for a little bit of cleave damage. Just going to let him bleed out, it looks like. We did have 4 players rather from Nonstop Nonsense respond to the mid fight. Very dominant there. We do see about a 40-point lead right now going on for Nonstop Nonsense, about 3 minutes rather into the game here. Looks like MIM's going to be converging back again onto Mine, going to try to take that point. Ultimo kind of passing by here. It looks like he will be going in to try to help his allies over there on that point.
The question still is, who is going to win that fight about Mine? We see Moa was just used to do the epidemic off, but no teammate was around, so that was kind of wasted to some extent, but he's going very low. The focus target is very clear for Nonstop Nonsense. They're always going for the Necro first, then the Thieves, and then the Tanks. Pretty strict order they have there. And here actually going down is probably getting some nice Shadow Refuge we just saw there, but with the cleave damage, a lot of people going very low at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see Moa popping that early plate form there, trying to mitigate a lot of that damage. Did a pretty good job of staying alive there. We do see Moa going down one more time, though. Morwana coming in for the res. We do see Conrad coming up the stomp. Epley beating him to the punch. Actually able to get him down. Very nice job there. We do see Issy going down. We also have Ultima down a point here as well. MIM losing this fight, and we should be seeing this go to Nonstop Nonsense here just shortly.
Yeah, Morwena's still on the point. can tank a little bit, but I don't think against a Thief and a Necro they won't be able to stay as long as they want to. We just saw the Stomp on Ultima, and it seems like Nonstop Nonsense is taking the lead slowly but surely due to kills at the moment. Their point lead is just due to kills, guys.
We do see Azani moving over. He kind of disengaged from mid, is getting fairly low here. Might be going for a... I'm not sure actually what he's deciding to do here right now. He's kind of just moving back over towards Henge, kind of keeping an eye on it. No one... Well, could be going for the Chieftain here. Let's just go ahead and check out someone else real fast here. We have a couple of players from Nonstop Nonsense kind of just keeping an eye on mid, making sure they have that secure. But it looks like the battle's going to be brewing again over here on mine. The Shadow Fish does go down to Adira. Gonna prevent the first stop here. Eppley coming in with the res, and it's gonna be a little bit of a 4v2 over here. Not in MIM's favor though.
Yeah, Moa getting trained down very quickly. I think that Azani should just disengage, to be honest. The knockdown went after the Shadow Refuge didn't even hit. He got knocked down as well. Just push back out of the Shadow Refuge. No stealth left for him, so he really needs to run right now. Got a lot of dodges, uses his short put just to be a slightly faster of running away, which just worked fine for him. Actually using the Basilisk Venom to get swiftness up one more time. Going into mid, nice Basilisk Venom on Conrad. He could go down fairly quickly as we see right now.
Alright, looks like Guts coming in, trying to get the res off. Going to be in a bad spot. He's going to take a lot of cleave damage as he's going in for this res. We see, it looks like they're not going to try to stop him. They're just going to try to cleave Guts down with Conrad. They do take Conrad out. Eppley coming in to try to support him. We do have Adira coming in to help out as well. Guts kind of in a bad position right now. The Connie coming onto him right now is pretty strong. He'd have his refuge up rather. Might be able to throw it down here some time to try to prevent himself from getting taken down. Does get his heal off in time, but he's got a lot of conditions left on him. Gonna pop his Basilisk Venom, get a little condition cleanse going on from those runes. Back over here on midpoint, a lot of AoE damage going out right now.
We saw Guts throwing some nice cluster bombs right into the middle of the point, which really helps. It's about 2,000 damage for each player standing into them when it's critting, so very nice damage source there. But it looks like Meta has the edge in that fight. Eppley going down. Adira doesn't look very strong at the moment, going pretty low. Just used his heal, 20 seconds cooldown still left now, and only at about 3k health, which isn't much, to be honest.
Yeah, Adira finally getting taken down here. MIM coming in for the stomp. Looks like Moreno's going to be able to land it here with the stability, able to get that stomp off first try. We do have Conrad still on point here at mid, but MIM going to be overwhelming him just shortly here. Let's see, take a look at Conrad's perspective as he gets taken down here. His spirit is on cooldown. He's not going to be able to self-res himself here. Taking a look over at mine, we do have Guts taking out Zani on point. Nice little 1v1 there. Guts will be securing that point for their team. And we do have 2 cap points going out for Nonstop Nonsense here. Looking pretty strong though. We do have a couple bosses in play that could come into, that could be a factor here. We do have, looks like Issy taking out Hawken Rhodes. Yeah, what do you think, man? I mean, is there any way that we're going to see MIM make a comeback here?
They possibly could pull out something if they play correctly now. They need to get to the forest creatures to have at least 1 respawn left, which would give them up to 100 points, which would close the gap in between those teams, but they really need to get a hold of the middle point. Morena just needs to stand there and tank that as long as possible. And as we just saw, Henge got decapped, and that does not happen. It's not allowed to happen if they want to win right now.
Alright, Ultima getting taken down at midpoint. The stomp does come out from Eppley. Morena getting fairly low here in return, though. Looks like we have Lissy and Moa kind of chilling out in that refuge. Moa's going to pop on the point here in Plague form. It's going to try to stall for time on point, it looks like. We do have a 2-cap coming right now for a meta. Nonstop Nonsense currently doesn't have a single point to their name. No bosses in action or anything like that. Moa getting taken down on point. It looks like we Stomp coming in, possibly. Connor getting feared off point.
Question is... Yeah, actually, it looks like Nonstop Nonsense is in the lead in every way at the moment. They will get the 1 point at mid, so those capture points will be spread equally again. And as we see, Henge is actually captured by them. If we look at the color at the ground, just the UI is bugged out at the moment. So they're leading with 2 points, extending their lead, doing a great job on that.
Yeah, so Nonstop Nonsense is able to capture 2 points here again. Meta only has 1 point. They're down about 100 points right now. Still definitely in a position to be able to come back in this game. We do see Nonstop Nonsense kind of spreading out from Henge. Going to be moving back in towards Keep here. We do have a little fight erupting on Keep. It looks like we have Conrad on point currently. No one else really around to help him quite yet. Moa, Zani, and Lissy on point trying to take him out. Looks like Guts comes in, taking a lot of damage, or putting a lot of damage rather on Azani. Azani getting fairly low here, going to get taken now. Moa coming in, trying to help out on the res. Looks like he's not going to be able to get it off quite. A lot of cleave damage going on to Azani right now. He's going to get cleaved down all the way. Moa still just trying to chill on point. Morena coming in and trying to help him out.
Yeah, it's looking darker and darker for Meta. Moa is getting trained down, probably even if he's trying to dodge as much as possible by jumping around the keep. Nice portback we just saw there by Moa, just juking out Conrad and staying alive for a little bit longer. But if we look at the points, just 50 points left for Nonstop Nonsense to win this one. Both forest creatures would be available if anything goes horribly wrong for them. So I think they have that game.
All right, looks like Azani coming in with Moa's help here, trying to take out Hawk off point. They're going to, oh, very nice Fear Mark coming out from Moa, keeping Hawk off point. They're going to decap here, maybe even, actually the refuge comes down from Azani. Ooh, Eppley coming in with the knockback, preventing the stomp from Azani onto Hawk. Looks like he's going to go in for it again. Knockback from the engineer. He's going to get the res off on Hawk possibly. Eppley going in hard for it. He's going to pay. It's going to pay off. He's back up. Hawk throws down the crate. Going to try to keep themselves into the fight here. They're going to keep it neutralized at least. And that's going to be game one going to Nonstop Nonsense over Made It Meta by about a 200-point lead.
Yeah, they look a little bit stronger, and we had a straw poll going on in chat, which I just posted again with the results. I'm sorry. And we saw that Made It Meta is actually the favorite team. They got about 70% of the votes for themselves. So people thinking really that Made It Meta has the edge over Nonstop Nonsense, but it just seems the other way around. Made It Meta needs to step up a little bit because it looked very coordinated play by Nonstop Nonsense. They didn't get in any kind of hectic situation, any quick calls that had to be made or something like that. They just played their game, and they were totally fine with that.
All right, so coming into game two, this is going to be Nonstop Nonsense versus Made It Meta. Nonstop Nonsense is currently up 1-0 in the set. If Nonstop Nonsense is able to take this win, they'll be progressing on in the brackets here, and will be facing off for their chance to face Team Paradigm in the finals.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game, which team makes it to that stage, because when a team goes to that stage and really does kick out all those other teams, they just deserve to be there.
Yeah, guys, just a quick reminder here. So we did have 32 teams that entered this weekend. We had 16 teams play yesterday. 16 teams have come in today. We'll only have one winner from today. They'll be facing off versus Team Paradigm later on this evening after we're done with this little miniature tournament. Whoever wins versus Team Paradigm will be progressing on to PAX Prime to play against the top NA team, which is yet to be determined. That'll be next weekend for a chance to take their share of a $10,000 prize pool, plus to be able to hang out in beautiful Seattle, Washington. It's amazing weather here. Should be exciting stuff. Next weekend I'll be... go ahead, sir.
It's just too hot normally.
You know, I'm from Arizona, and I just moved here on Wednesday, and the weather here is ridiculous. I had to put a sweatshirt on today. It was 50 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Okay, that's pretty darn cold.
Yeah,
to be honest.
For July, absolutely.
Yeah, we have like, I don't know, 37, 38 degrees currently in my room, and I have no air conditioning. That's bad.
Alright guys, so for those of you just tuning in who may not be familiar with the map, there is a secondary on every single map here. For this one, it's going to be the Guild Lord. It's worth 150 points if you're able to take him down. Kind of makes for some interesting plays. If you're able to get your team to 350 points, you could possibly insta-win if you're able to take down the enemy Guild Lord.
Yeah, it's one of the most favorite maps, honestly, between those teams, because they say you just have this huge point in the middle where you can just dodge a little bit more, roam a little bit more. The ways are not as short as usually, so they can roam through that too. And of course, the Guild Lord comeback mechanic is just great.
Fred, to update the overlay real quick here. Let me get that done before we get going. If you could take care of the splits, we'll get going here.
Yeah, it seems like Meta is buffing up again with their might stacks as well as stealth, so we might see them going into mid, focusing one of Nonstop Nonsense, which are actually in stealth now too. They just stealthed up for a couple of seconds. Question is, who is going to be the first target? Meta currently hanging back for a couple of seconds, and they just jumped onto a Hawk. He just died immediately. No chance of surviving that one.
Actually able to get the res off. Very nice play with that Shadow Refuge, stopping that stop the very last second. Amazing play coming out there.
Both teams just very on top of their play at the moment. Very well planned burst as well as a very nice res afterwards. Now it seems like Meta just took a little bit too much damage. Mia actually going down. Moa currently in kind of trouble, just used his heal. Can't stay alive for a little bit longer. Mia again in downside. Nonstop Nonsense dealing a lot of damage. Probably get cleaves down. The stump is through, so we have a 4-on-5 situation right now.
Hawk goes down, gets the Elixir R down, Epley coming with the res, able to get it off just in time, preventing the stomp coming in from Morwenna. Big ol' Bomb going down on point. He's going to try to prevent the damage coming in on himself. He's getting trained down right now. We do have Azani trying to take Hawk down. Nice little knockback on Azani, kind of preventing some of the damage here. We do see Moa going down. Look, a lot of cleave damage going on to him right now. Conrad coming out with the stomp, not able to land it. The Shadow Refuge did come down, saving Moa's life there. Morena coming in with Ultima's health, trying to get that res up on Moa. Might be able to get here. A lot of cleave damage coming down. Guts trying to do his best to keep him down. Not able to do it though. Moa's back in the fight here, kind of keeping the fight in mid even.
Yeah, it's really strong play by Meta. They lost Mia relatively quickly in the start, but they are able to keep up. We see Adira is just getting some Epley, not looking good at all. A lot of damage taken there, about 8,000 health. Guts currently trying to stomp. The res goes off. Guts actually dying through the cleaving by Meta onto him, and Epley, the last man standing in mid. Now Hawkey joins again, and it looks very, very good for Meta currently.
Yeah, we do see Hawk coming in, trying to get that res off on Guts right now. Morena not able to land the knockback. He does actually, there we go. The updraft interrupting the res on Guts. Morena getting kind of low in the meantime here. Epley is down as well. A lot of players down right now. Morena actually going down again. The rally comes out though with the death to Guts. Very nice job there. Meta putting themselves in a good position here. Epley down, stop coming in rather for Morena, able to get Epley down here as well. Conrad and Hawk only ones on point. Hawk is down though. Morena getting pretty low. Morena gets taken down. Oh man. Ultima coming up the stomp on Hawk. It looks like he's going to be able to land maybe some cleave damage here, and that should rally Morwenna.
Actually, the res just went through. Now the stomp is finally gone through, so Morwenna still alive at that. But we see Meta. They are team fighting with two thieves against a team fight composition by Nonstop Nonsense, and just the sheer burst damage on single targets allows them to get the stomps off in the end while the enemy team can't res.
We did see the Shadow Refuge coming down into Adira. A lot of cleave damage going out right now. Epley trying to get that res off. It's really all in on it. Guts is even helping out himself. Guts getting... Oh! There comes some damage onto Guts. Able to use his evade there to avoid a lot of the damage. Guts goes back down, though. Morena coming off the stomp. He's able to teleport away for the first attempt here. Morena coming back in. Cleave damage taking Guts down. Guts is going to be out of the fight here.
Yeah, it's actually looking very good for Meta. They got Quarry meanwhile, and it's currently getting back-capped by Hawk again, but due to that, they have the possibility to go all in on mid currently, as we see Adira and Epley currently getting stomped out, so the graveyard will probably go over to Meta's favor, and once they've done that, they can just build on that lead by just defending.
All right, so Meta just going to be capping mid here just shortly. I don't see anyone from the other team able to get there in time. So Meta actually looking very strong at the beginning of the match here. Nonstop Nonsense doesn't really have the momentum they did last game.
Definitely. Let's see how Nonstop Nonsense actually tries to react to that. They just seem to be rushing onto middle point. Guts actually stealthing up. Rest of Nonstop Nonsense joining from their home base. It seems like they want to go through to Waterfall, where 4 people are already waiting for that.
Oh, Hawk getting taken out. Does not get the Elixir R down in time. Looks like the cleave damage going out. Don't think anyone's going to be in a position to be able to help him out. Looks like Hawk's going to get taken down here. Maya going down in the meantime as well, though. 1 player down for each team right now. Looks like Maya's going to try to interrupt that first stomp there, but looks like Hawk... Oh, the res is coming out. Is there going to be a stomp in time? I don't think Azana's going to be able to do anything here. The res comes out onto Hawk. Maya's still down. Looks like he finally gets back up here. Really just back and forth. The fight's back at now even again here.
But what I'm really curious about, Nonstop Nonsense is fighting off point currently. They only have 1 point while Meta has 2. So they are losing a point every second right now, and they're still fighting off point, which seems kind of a disadvantage, probably.
Well, I think what happened there is at that midpoint, both teams were kind of lined up on their respective ledges, just kind of wait and see how the team fight was going to go. Nonstop Nonsense decided to push through mid to get up on the ledge to try to take the team out without the support of their Guardian. Unfortunately, I think they lost sight of what was going on there, and they pushed forward through mid into Waterfall now, and they're trying to fight on this point here. So they wasted a lot of time on the roads, really put themselves at a disadvantage with the amount of point gain that Meta Meta's been getting.
Yeah, probably. But we see that Morvenna is staying in mid and thinking about going to Waterfall, but actually not doing so. And it seems to work out quite well, actually, for Meta Meta. Only now they are in a 5-on-4 situation, which could drop more dangerously low. He might just go down. Heal just came back. I'm not able to cast it. The storm will go through, possibly. And we see Nonstop Nonsense taking that point and looking very, very strong at the moment. Adira actually goes down as well as Azani. The storm on Azani will go through, though, or they just want to cleave him down.
Ultima's still on point here, though. He does have Maya helping him out. So it's not quite Nonstop Nonsense's favor yet. Morwenna sitting at mid, kind of keeping an eye on the midpoint. He could go for a back cap on Quarry there if he so chose. Conrad coming back into mid, maybe trying to engage Morwenna on point. I think there was really a missed opportunity there to try to get to Quarry for that free cap.
Yeah, actually, the Necromancer Moa is currently running to their Morvenna, just making sure that the graveyard point is in their favor. Now, of course, Nonstop Nonsense, they clear the waterfall, can go to mid now, and now Morvenna is in all sorts of trouble if 3 players of Nonstop Nonsense collapse on him. But it seems like they're just running through to Quarry.
Yeah, we did see Moa actually able to CC Conrad off a point just long enough. Landed a nice little chill on him, able to buy himself enough time to get the full decap there. They should be pretty close to capping as well. The Shadow Refuge does go down from Guts. He's going to get the res up on Conrad. We do have Adira and Epliov on the sides here getting ready to come in. It's going to be a tough fight here for Azani and Moa on point.
I don't know. Nonstop Nonsense are trying to avoid Morvenna. That's obvious. They just don't want to fight on the midpoint. But Meta Meta is just rotating around, and I don't know why they just put a Ranger or their Necromancer on middle point, who could actually deal a lot of damage if a 1-on-1 happens, and put Morvenna into the team fight, because now they're losing their position, their leading position, second by second.
All right, so keep in mind, though, Meta Meta is in a very good position right now to make a comeback with that Lord kill, which they're very, very known for. Happens all the time. Currently about 100 points, about 130 points ahead right now for Meta Meta. Nonstop Nonsense, although it does have the 2 side points. Meta Meta currently only holding mid.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to get a hold onto Quarry. Moa currently fighting Conrad in a 1-on-1, trying to get rid of those spirits just to get a little advantage over Conrad. Azani joining that fight too, so we might see that point going into favor of Meta Meta. Of course, Meta Meta reached the threshold of 350 points, so the Guild Lord would be an opportunity for them at any given moment.
Yeah, even if they lose these side points, they could really all in on it. Even if they sacrificed all 3 point caps, they'd have enough time to make a play there and get the Lord. Conrad doing a pretty good job of staying alive over here right now. Mo's getting fairly low. He does have to pop his Death Shroud to try to stay alive here. We've got about 2,800 HP when he gets out of here. Maybe he'll have his heal off and cooldown by the time he gets out here. We have Adira and Epli coming in to try to help out. Mo's going to be in a rough spot. His heal's actually on a 20-second cooldown. He does have 8k HP now, though. Gonna try to stay alive as well as he can here, though. We do have, it looks like Azani going down inside of his Shadow Refuge over here. Should be able to get a self-res. Oh, Adira actually coming in and laying down a little AoE damage. Able to tag Azani. Looks like he still might be able to get the self-res up, though.
Question is, it would be very, very important for Meta Meta to actually win that fight. When we see Mir getting trained down, as well as Moa, who just died on point, who he popped this platform to just give his team the opportunity to gather some more points off of that. But again, Meta Meta losing to Nonstop Nonsense without their Guardian.
Yeah, it looks like Azani is trying to cross over here to try to take out Hawk. You know, help out Ultima take out Hawk. He did have Guts come in and try to zone him out from going there. So it's a nice little 1v1 going on with Guts and Azani and Rhodes. Looks like the Shadow should just come out from oh! Looks like Hawk actually used an ability messing up the Shadow Refuge. Guts goes down in the process here. We do have Epli and Adira coming in to try to take out Azani on point here. He does have a little help going out from Ultima. Ultima's getting fairly low right now, though.
It seems like he is dying, no due to his spirit. He just gets rest up again, uses his heal straight afterwards. the healer spin actually gives you condition remove as well, so a very nice choice against the Necromancer right there. So his team could join that fight momentarily as we see them jumping in, but they are getting dropped so quickly. Both of them actually, the res goes out again from the Spirit.
Yeah, Guts is still down though, Eppley going in for the res, a lot of cleave damage going on to Guts right now. They're actually able to get the res up regardless of Azani putting the damage down. Ultima getting fairly low right now. He's going to be the clear target even though he is able to avoid a lot of that damage with his evades. He does get taken down. Eppley coming in with the stomp. Looks like, oh, there we go. Eppley coming in with the stomp here finally. A lot of cleave damage going out there. Looks like it's going to happen regardless. They're going to get the stomp. That's going to be 2 cap points still here.
Nonsense going for the Lord right now. They opened the door earlier just to be safe. They reached the 350 point threshold, and now Meta has rigged 4 players actually going for the Guild, and if they can take that one, they would win this series.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be so close. We do have all the players from Meta converging on the Lord. It's about half HP right now. A lot of Connies going at him. Might be able to get a Shadow Refuge to avoid some of that damage there. Not quite able to make it happen. That's going to be game 2 going to Non-Stop Nonsense. Meta not able to pull together at the very end there.
They were just a little bit too slow after they were killed. The reses just weren't fast enough, so Nonstop could take down the Lord very, very fast. A deserved win in the end due to this Lord Rage, but we saw Meta, they were only 20 points away from winning this matchup.
Very intense game, so that's going to be a Non-Stop Nonsense, eliminating Meta from the tournament. They'll be progressing on to fight the winner. Let me put my brackets real quick here. I'm getting towards the end. Getting towards the end of the day, guys. So yeah, our next matchup is going to be Car Crash versus Team Random. Both teams looking very strong here earlier. Car Crash absolutely just dominating